Good morning to all. Myself C. Saran Raj, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, Arinarana College, Arts and Science, Krishnagiri. Today, we have discussed about data mining. Data mining is a concept or technique of extracting the information from a huge data repository. What's the purpose of using data mining? For example, if we are running a small petty shop in our villages, there is no necessity of any particular software. For example, we can easily monitor the product movement like transaction. That means sales of the product. If there will be a demand means we can be called to the dealers and it will be replaced. Or otherwise, if we are running a small departmental store means there will be a set of product will be sold. There is a necessity of a billing software. Billing software helps us to monitor the regular movements of this product which will be sold to the customers, and what are the product which will be stored in a godown. Like that, we are monitoring with the help of the small billing software. But imagine that if you have a shopping complex worldwide. For example, we know about Walmart, which will be started in the year of 1960s with a few departmental stores in USA. They have moved to e-commerce sites in the year of 2000. They have physical branches too, and they are running 11,000 branches now. Around 11,000 branches now. They are doing 20 million transactions per day itself. They are doing 20 million transactions per day approximately. The transaction consists of the customer buys a product. Customer buys a single product considered as a single transaction, or a customer buys a 50 product is also considered as a single transaction. Now imagine that 20 million transaction means how many product has been sold per day. There will be a huge volume of data. So that's why we can't handle those data with the help of normal database softwares. That's why we are going for data mining softwares. It helps us to find the customer behavior, customer pattern of product purchasing, individual product sales ratio, individual product ups and downs, and many things we have to do through this data mining software. And it helps us to analysis of any particular product, analysis of the entire things we can be monitored with the help of the data mining softwares. And it supports us to make a decision. It simplifies the task of decision making. And like that we have different types of data everywhere. Here mobile data are there, Facebook update, Twitter's black transactional data, sensor data. There will be a different types of data. Like Walmart, there will be a different organizational data will be provided as an example. Transactional data, we already discussed about that. Walmart 20 million transactions per day. AT&T 300 million calls per day. Credit card companies billions of transactions per day they are doing. The point card allows companies to collect information about specific user. And everywhere there will be other type of data like documental data. Web as document repository estimated 50 billion pages, 50 billion web pages. We know that every minute there will be thousands and thousands of pages has been added. Thousands and thousands of web pages has been added every minute itself. Wikipedia has 4 million articles and it's counting. Online news portals, Twitter, Facebook, instant messenger, and various weblog has a huge volume of data. What we do with data mining, exactly what we are doing with data mining. Frequent pattern technique, association rule mining. It is the concept under association rule mining. It is, for example, the frequent data mining is the concept of, if you are buying a milk in a departmental store means, if a customer buys a milk packet in a departmental store means, there is a possibilities or there is a chance he or she may purchase uh, bread packet or coffee packet or tea packet. or some other customers buy some bread packet, means there is a possibilities to purchase jam packet too. That is the pattern. Frequently the customer, two or more customers buying the same same pattern, means it will be called as association bill or association rule mining. The process done in a small departmental store, means we can easily monitor. This will be happening while they have branches around worldwide, which is very difficult to identify the patent of the particular the product sales. That's why we are dependent on the concept of data mining software. Then the next one is clustering. Clustering is a concept of grouping the elements or grouping the object based on the similarities is called clustering. Classification is a concept of labeling the grouped element, named the grouped element. So we have arranged the elements based on the similarities as a clusters. Classification the labels the elements. Then the next one is ranking, which will be done by product reviews. Different types of customers giving their reviews to the product, and various peoples are visiting to a particular sites, and different peoples are searching the information through web portals. Based on that, Google or some other web portals or web search engines categorize the pages as ranking. How data mining works? Data mining works under the following procedure. Data mining process, the first phase is data collection. Data collection is nothing but gather the data from various sources such as databases, weblogs, or sensors. Place to place it may be differ. For example, if we are working under a medical organization, means the data will be differ. Like that, everywhere data will be there, but different types of data. Then the next phase is, after gathering the data or after collecting the data, the next phase is data pre-processing. What is data pre-processing? Data pre-processing is nothing but clean the data, transform and integrate data for analysis. That means we have to normalize the data. The reason is, we have collected different types of data from various places. The data may be missed, some of the data may be incomplete, inconsistent data may be there, anomalous data may be there. So those data has been removed before implementing the concept of data mining. Okay. Then the next one is, after data is ready to process, then it will be implemented with any particular data mining technique. It may be used for any data mining technique like clustering, regression, association rule mining, frequent pattern technique. It may be used or it may be implemented into any other technique. Then the next phase is evaluation. So assess the discovered pattern using accuracy, precision, or other preferences matrices. It will be helps us to make a decision. That means deployment, use the insight for decision making. It will be helps us to integrate them into a business systems. Challenges of data mining. What are all the challenges we are facing if we are using the concept or technique called data mining? So the first one is data quality issues. We have already discussed, we have collected the data from different platforms, different sources, different databases. We may get inaccurate data, incomplete data, inconsistent data. So there is a very big challenges while we are handling the data. Data quality act as an important challenge. Then data complexity. So data complexity refers to the vast amount of data generated by various sources, and so the data are different formats. I already said that the data has been collected from various sources. There will be a different formats. They won't follow the proper the procedures to collect the data. There will be a different data are there. To arrange the data, that will be very complex. So that is data complexity. Then the next one is data privacy and security. privacy act as an important role. Data privacy act as an important role. Why? Because the data may be a sensational data, confidential data, and many different types of data are there. If the very confidential data may be leaked or may be affected by cyber attacks, or it may be hacked by any hackers, means it is very difficult. That's why data privacy and security also in a challenge. Then interpretability, that means the format the data, it will be interpret one format to another format, is also a very big challenge in data mining. Thank you.